welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for popping in here with me. I just want to do another quick little experiment with me. This should go pretty quick, but I'm kind of excited about this. I've been kind of trying to organize my desk space, not my crafting desk, but my office desk where I keep my computer and my printer and more businessy kind of stuff. And I've had some drawers that are, they've been about 10 years in the making of just piling random things. So I was determined to get a little bit more organized and start eliminating things and throwing away, keeping, reorganizing, all that good stuff. And I came across something that I had forgotten I had, of course, out of sight, out of mind. But I think it's something that we can recreate. Okay, so here we go. You ready? You ready? You ready? Ta-da! Isn't that cute? I don't even remember where I got it and who gave it to me or what happened, but this is leather, obviously. But I thought, you know what? We can redo this with paper, and so yeah. So this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. I already took the liberty of creating the cover. All I did was Mod Podge one of my papers. This is from my Vintage Bibliophile kit, which I just like, one of my favorite papers ever. So, and I'll put a link to this kit below if you want to grab this too. But I went ahead and Mod Podged it on the front here, and I Mod Podged it onto this thicker kind of packing paper. Let me grab. I got it. So this came in something that I ordered, and it's pretty thick. It's a little bit thicker than, I don't know, it's actually kind of about the thickness of a paper bag, really. Anyway, so it's pretty thick. I also thought about maybe putting it on a piece of fabric, Mod Podging that. I think it's called is it called book fabric or something? But I had kind of already started the process of the paper, so I thought, we'll go with it. And I like the rustic paper bag, so I'm going to leave that as the inside. I'm totally fine with that. Or you could, put another paper. Of course, it's wrinkly, which I like. Maybe if you did the fabric, you could do 2 pages on each side. Anyway, so I had already printed this paper, and it was just on regular 20-pound paper, and I tried Mod Podging just this, and it was a little wimpy. I wanted to make it sturdy, because this is something that I want to put in my purse or my pocket or book bag or whatever. So I want it to be a little more substance. So, and I'm gonna go ahead and mass make some. I'm gonna make 3. I think I can get 3 out of this. So yeah. So, and you can obviously make this any size you want. I'm going to make it close to this, just so I'm going to cut them like this, so that it'll be a little shorter than what this is, but I think that's fine. I think that's totally fine. This is 3 inches, I believe. And I cut this down to 10 inches, just for easy numbers, but I just realized it's not really going to be easy numbers if I stay with the 3, because that'll put me at 9, giving me an extra inch. So either I'll make one just wider, or let's see, if I do 3.5, then that will put me at 6.5, and then that will put me at 1, 2, 3, 9.5. Okay, I'll do 3.5, and then the last one, just so that I don't waste a sliver. I mean, I could trim it. I'll see if it looks okay with that extra little, 1/4 inch or so. So yeah, I'm gonna go to my big girl cutter and cut this, because it's a little bit thicker, and it's a better blade, I think. So I'm gonna cut these down, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so I went ahead and cut out all my papers as well, and I did change my mind. I just made all of them 3. That way I didn't have to, you know, do different widths of paper. This stack is a little bit shorter just because the way I cut the paper, and it's not so different that I didn't want to throw it away just like that much. So one of them will just have a little bit shorter paper, but obviously I cut these slightly shorter and narrower than this when it's folded up. So yeah, so I just wanted to be frugal and use this paper as well. You know, it's good enough, I think. So okay, let me just take this apart to see if there's anything I might discover. So the cool thing about this is that it's going to be refillable, because I mean, look, you can just take this out, cut yourself some new paper, and you know, you're good to go. So that's the beauty of this. I love things that are functional like this. So okay, I don't have such huge grommets like this, but I do have some of the ones that are a little bit larger. These are the grommets, or eyelets, I guess, that cover a standard paper hole punch hole, which is bigger than the crocodile holes. And the grommet that fits that is a 5mm. Just in case you were wondering, it took me a few purchases to figure that out, but now I know 5mm cover the hole from a standard paper hole punch. So, okay, so let me see here. That's not as big, but it'll work. It'll work for the, I'm just gonna put, you know, pretty ribbon and stuff in there so the ribbon it's a little bit more moldable. So, okay. First thing I'm going to do is I want to round the edges here. I'm going to round it. I'm going to do this one. Maybe I'll do them all differently. So that's that. And that's that. And that's that. And that. Cool. All right. You know what? I'm just gonna, like I said, I'm mass making. I'm turning this into a mass making. So I'm gonna do all 3 different rounded corners. This one is a little bit more of a sharper. Comes to a not as round, but rounded still. I'm just babbling now. Sorry. Okay, and then this one is super duper rounded. So, oh, okay. Whew. I think it was still a little bit damp there on that corner. I'm glad that went better than it could have. It's a little bit damp. And I'm not sure if you can hear my heater in the background. It gets kind of squeaky, but I have to have it on. It is so cold up here in my craft studio today. We're having Snowmageddon in Tennessee, Middle Tennessee right now, and we're basically, I'm not technically snowed in, but no one's, you know, unless you have to go somewhere, everyone's being recommended not to go. It's only 5 inches, but here in good old Tennessee, I'm originally from Michigan, so at first I was like, what's wrong with these people? They can't drive in the snow. But after I've lived here for 30 years, I realize there's not enough snow equipment for the roads, and there's a lot of hills, a lot of turns, a lot of curves, and the ditches are very deep. So you really don't want to mess around with that. So yeah, I've kind of become a Tennessean. I don't want to drive in it either. But there is a good reason. Driving in Michigan is a whole nother story, because usually the roads are decent and the ditches aren't like, you know, there's more of a shoulder. Anyway, that's all to say that it is really, really cold, and my craft studio does not stay very warm very well. So I'm actually, I have a scarf and I've got a blanket on my lap, and I've got a hoodie on, and whew, I'm chilly, but I just had to create today. So okay, let's see here if there's a rhyme or reason. See, it's a little bit shorter, but that's okay. So yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, we'll just, let's say, yeah, okay. I think just for easy math, I am going to, we are going to say, half an inch in, maybe like the edge of the circle will be half an inch in. So let me see about, and let's see again, eyeballing, maybe about that far down. So let's say half an inch. Does that show up? Yeah, half an inch and half an inch. Okay, and then let's go from the bottom here so we have a cleaner line. Let's say the top of the circle or the punch is, let's say 3.5. Well, that may be a little low. Let's say 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. Okay, let's do that. 5/8. Now the question is, will I be able to see that? I think so. Yeah, okay. You may not, I'm sorry. But it's there, I promise. Okay, so 3 5/8 here-ish. Yeah, okay. All right, so I'm just going to put the whole, oh goodness, is it going to work? It's a little thick. Okay. So I've got my line there and, uh-oh. Yeah, I thought I could see it. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. All right, let's see. I should have maybe done the line on the bottom of the hole, but we'll just go for it. Okay. Okay. I'm a little bit lower than my top line, just a little bit. So let me see if I can match it up. I can see this one a little bit better. And again, if it's not, you know, precise, completely precise, I think it'll be okay. That's actually pretty darn close. So, okay, let me grab the crocodile and put these grommets in. Let me see, what do I want as the front? I think I want that as the front. Okay, not that it matters right now, but and actually, you know what? This, I'm going to use this. They don't all come with this, but these came with, you know, like a little backing washer, sort of. And I think it does make for a very nice, neat back. So I'm gonna go ahead, put that like that. Okay, let me make sure that's set on the right one. Okay, all right, okay, and ready, whoops. Ready, set, go. I have to stand up for this. Okay, why did that not work? Uh-oh. Oh no. That did not work well. Huh. I think I may have done the wrong thingamabobber here. Maybe I needed to do I haven't played with this enough to see exactly, or to remember exactly how the different bottom settings, what they do. I know one makes it more like a starburst shape. And anyway, let me see. Okay. Oh gosh, that's horrible. Oh boy. Okay, hang on. Let me see how I can how I can fix this. I think I can actually, ooh, no. I'm not sure I can do this. Oh no, it might be ruined. I wonder, I might just, I might just leave it. This is clearly not ideal. But this will not be one that I give away. I'll keep this one for myself. I feel like I don't want to waste it, and I can't get it out without ripping the paper. And then if I rip the paper, then the hole is obviously way too big. So it doesn't usually goes much better than that. Maybe I did this the opposite way. I'd have the rounded side. I don't know if you can tell, but there's like a rounded side and the side that's kind of grooved in. I wonder if I do it like this. Huh. I haven't used these much. If you've used these before, let me know if I'm just making things up, or if I'm just doing it completely wrong. I'm gonna do it the opposite direction, okay? Because this one's already imperfect. Let's see. No, I don't think that was the answer either. And it looks better, but it's not secure. Goodness gracious. Let me see. Let me try this one. Maybe I need to watch a tutorial on how to use a crocodile. I've never experimented much with all the different settings. Let's see. Okay, that's a little bit better. That's tighter, and yeah, that's not the way to do it though. It needs to be with the rounded side up. I was thinking maybe the bent side would, you know, fold down into the groove, but it didn't. Oh, too bad I didn't make that the back. That works better as the front. Okay, well, I'm gonna do this to the rest of them. And you know what? Since this, like I said, since this is gonna be mine, I'm gonna try it once without that groove, because I don't remember it ever being this hard to do. Okay, that worked better. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna leave these out for the rest of them. I'm just not gonna do that. Okay, I'm gonna continue doing the others. Okie dokie. That is done. These look much better than my first little deformed one. Oh, poor thing. Okay. All right. Let's see. I think I like that front. That makes a really pretty front, doesn't it, with those girls? I like that as a front too, if it weren't for that. I may figure out a way to cover that up a bit. Okay, so let us see how thick I want this here. I think that's that's a nice thickness. That's pretty good. And since it's refillable, you know, you don't want to overdo it. Let me see how it would look a little bit thicker. That's not bad either. Okay, we're gonna keep it at that. Okay, so unfortunately, we can't punch them all at the same time. So what I'm gonna do is just take a few, butt them up against the top, get them centered on each side, and do this little magic trick. right? Ta-da! Okay, so I will just do a few at a time until this whole pile is finished, and then I will be back. All right, my crafty peeps, I am back and done. And I went ahead and punched out all the holes for all of them because I was on a roll. Might as well do it while I'm on a roll. So, so yeah, so the rest is, I mean, pretty stinking easy, I think, I hope. Like fishing the ribbon through here might be the hardest part, but let's see. I don't have any seam binding that really works with these colors, but I have several sari silk colors that I think might work, and I just have not decided yet. I think this green would be nice, or maybe this green. Oh yeah, that green. It's a little bit more dusty. Okay, so that green is nice. Let me see. I have, oh yeah, this is I'm not sure what color this is called, but it really goes well with the red roses, I think. It's more of a, like a, it's more of a, it's not really red, but when I put my red sari silk up to it, it was way too red. It was like Christmas red. And this is more of a muted, kind of a rust color. So I think that might be a good option. I also have this actual kind of peachy color, which on this one at least, let me see. Yeah, I think the other ones too. It really kind of, it does go with that peachiness. And then I have my actual rust dyed sari silk that I have, and that might, no, that's too orange. Okay. So, well, let me start with the green, at least, and kind of go from there. I'm thinking one of these two for another one. And yeah, okay, so let's see. Okay. Okay, so I'm not sure how long I need it yet, so let's just kind of, let's play, shall we? So I'm gonna put it through here. And you know, I just realized that I did not Mod Podge the inside of this paper. I think because how sturdy this is, it'll be just fine. But I got sidetracked, but I did intend to have both sides Mod Podged because that makes it super duper strong. But this is, like I said, is really strong packing paper, so it's kind of like a lunch bag or just, you know, good old paper bag, grocery bag kind of strength. So let me make sure this is the right side. I think so. Okay. So this won't be too bad with the standard paper hole punch. It kind of gives you a nice big hole to work with. Okay, so now the question is, do I want to have it, you know how this one was tied kind of just in a knot right in the middle? Do I want a knot or do I want a bow? Well, let me just make enough, do enough for a bow, and if I don't want a bow, then I'll change it. I can trim it. Okay. So I would need at least, I would say like this. Okay. Now, is it going to be just as easy to do this side? Is it lined up? Here comes the true test. Okay. Nice and tight. Oh, that looks so pretty, even on the back. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, so let me see. Bow or no bow? I don't know if I like the bow or not. It's a little bulky. Might just tie a good old knot. Just a good old knot. I don't want to do it super tight because you want to be able to, you know, untie it when you refill your notebook. There we go. Okay, there. Yeah, I like that. We'll just leave it like so, and like so. Leave that scrap for another project. Ugh, okay. Yeah, cool, cool, cool. Okay, now let's see, this one, I must decide. These two are gonna be gifts. So I need to think about who I'm giving it. Oh, you know what else would look good? Ooh, black. Black would look good, especially with this, because there's more black than anything there. Okay, I do have, I think, hang on, excuse my reach. Oh, I thought I had black sari silk. Oh, I do, I mean, seam binding. I do have a little bit left here. Okay, it wasn't in its assigned seat, so, okay, good. So I think that'll look sharp. Yeah, I like that. All right, let me get this one done. Okay, I actually like the bow on this one because it doesn't feel as bulky. It's fluffy, but the seam binding is, you know, it's thinner. It's super like wafer thin, so it's really quite thin. This felt bulky. This feels good actually, even though there's not much hanging down. Let's see if I can fix that. There we go. I'm pretty sure I know who this is going to. Yep. Okay, cute. All right, so now this one. This is the one that's a little deformed looking, but I think with the ribbon and such, it'll be hidden enough. It won't be so bad. What I was thinking though, I have a wide, let me see here. I have this wider chiffon ribbon, but super thin again, so it can bulk up a little bit, and it's a pretty good green. I'm wondering if that might hide it. Let me cut a piece off here. I've got it. It's attached to my roll still here. Ugh, okay. Let me fiddle with this a bit. Okay, yeah, I think because it's wider and it's just kind of like taking up more space, that my deformed little eyelet there doesn't look so bad. I mean, I know it's there like that, but I think it hides it enough, especially if I maybe do that. I don't know. And I don't think a ribbon or a bow will be appropriate in this case. I think I just need to do something like so. Yeah, that's doable. I can live with that. Let me do a little snippy snip there and a little snippy snip there. Okay, yeah, that works. That'll work for me. I'll take it. I'll take the defunct one a little bit. Not so bad. Not as bad as it could have been. So, goodness, this doesn't want to sit now. Okay, so what do you think? I think this is great. You know, if you know me at all now, I love functional art. I like to make things, pretty things, but things that are actually, you know, usable. I love this. Now this one again, this one's mine. I used the shorter paper, so there's a little bit more of a gap here. I think it looks better when the paper comes all the way down, but that's okay. This one's mine. I'll use it up, and then when I cut more, I'll make it come all the way down. Oh, yes, I will. Lovely. Wow. Thanks so much for joining me on this wild and crazy ride. I loved it though. And of course, you know, I'm gonna fill this one up again too, because the leather is really cool. Love it, love it. But there's something a little bit more special with these handmade ones, don't you think? I think so. All right, well, once again, thank you so much for joining me. And if you have not yet subscribed, I would be so appreciative. Making up words again. I would love it if you would subscribe. Like the video, comment below. Let's interact and keep crafting, okay? Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.